Hey guys, Jonah here, and I'm back with a beer review. And this one is an interesting one. And as you can see, I've got the Blue Moon glass there. It might become apparent. It's not Blue Moon, by the way. I'm doing this beer here, Blanche, which is part of the Super 8. I don't know if you can see. It says here Sauterre à la Brasserie, 5.1% ABV, but the actual brewery, if it will focus, is over here. Haacht Brewery, Haacht Brasserie. And yeah, we're still in date, September, which is always good. It says some stuff there, which is in lots of different languages. It's a naturally cloudy white beer with a generous portion of coriander and orange peel. Different and extraordinary fresh aftertaste. Blanche, Super 8. Now that bit is the interesting bit because hash, however you say it, what they've done is they're kind of a traditional brewery from Belgium, but what they've done is they've taken an American style for a wit beer, and basically they've added coriander and yeah, orange peel to it. So they've taken an American recipe, American wit or wheat. Yeah, they turned it Belgium, kind of. Be interested to see what the yeast is with this, but it's a weird one. And hopefully that makes sense now why I'm using the Blue Moon glass. It's kind of American, isn't it? Let's have another look at this. They don't just do this beer. Super 8 is a series. It's a Blanche. So this is the Vit beer. It's even got a Super 8 on the cap, which is quite cool. Very modern looking. And it's a 33 bottle. I thought it might have been a 37 and a half. That would be cool. But no. Let's get this bad boy in. I'm talking nonsense as usual. So easy to get that cap off. I'm using my Lady Venus bottle opener, which is always good. I am kind of getting that Belgium kind of style. What I want to know, am I going to get any kind of clove or banana from this beer? That would be something. So let me turn this sideways on so we can see this beer going into the glass. I'm going to go for a reasonably gentle pour because this is a half glass. So I hope we can get it all. Oh yes, of course we can. Sometimes, oh, wow. Okay. Don't know if you saw that, but look at that. Look at all that black floaty nonsense. No, I shouldn't have pulled it all the way. Anyway, I have done. So I'm going to bang it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I'll show you this a bit more later because I don't want to pour it over my lap. But yeah, there's some black chunks of yeast in there. And they've definitely got some floaties. Not good. Should I have poured it all the way to the bottom of the bottle? It is bottle conditioned after all. Anyway, I don't mind. Look at that head. Definitely a finger's head on there. And lovely. Look at those bubbles. It's like it's a cloud. It's some lovely, lovely bubbles there. I'm pretty sure this is a slightly nucleated glass A. Let me bang that on. Let's look at it. Definitely lovely bright yellow, but incredibly hazy. Apart from those floaters, which I don't know if the actual camera is picking that up. And you might be going, "What's he talking about?" So I am kind of getting a little bit of clove, I have to say. It's going to be really, really interesting. Anyway, cheers, guys. Let me start drinking this beer for you. Lovely and fresh. Oh, yes, I'm definitely getting some banana and a little bit of clove there. Banana first, followed by a little bit of clove. What I'm not really getting is the zestiness from the orange and the coriander seed. Maybe that's what that floaty stuff is. Maybe it's some coriander seed. I think it's bottle conditioned, so that's going to be yeast. But it's interesting. I think by pouring all that yeast in there, I've definitely got some of that banana character, which comes from the yeast after all. So maybe it was a good idea to pour that yeast in there. Some people will say, "Oh no, it's like drinking a tea. Don't ever drink the bottom centimetre of your tea because there's going to be some lumps and bumps and that kind of stuff." However, yeast is good for you. If you don't mind a hazy beer, it's on point and on trend. Hey, why not? But yeah, I don't know about that dark stuff. So I'm definitely not drinking right at the bottom of this one. Cheers and beers. Oh, lovely light. I am getting a zestiness, but it doesn't taste like orange peel, which is interesting. If they're following American recipe, wonder if they're using American hops. That would be very interesting. I kind of imagine that they are, which would be interesting. But yeah, definitely a sort of a lemony zest. The banana and the clove, yes, are definitely there. The coriander, I'm not really getting, which is interesting. Doesn't have that kind of spiciness that some other beers have. It's really weird. The other thing to say is this is an incredibly smooth beer. Not that Belgian beers aren't always smooth, but this is kind of like an Belgian beer with kind of the edges smoothed off. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. Right, so if I swirl this round a little bit and then let it settle for a couple of ticks, I'll see if I can show you what I mean about this stuff. Maybe it's all gone into suspension by now. No, definitely not. Right, if you can see here and here, definitely dark chunks. You see them sitting at the bottom? They weren't there. I poured them in. They weren't. It's not a dirty glass. I poured that stuff in there, so it's kind of my own fault. But yeah. Oh, how unprofessional of me! I should have turned that round. Blanche by Haacht. And it's the Super8 version. The brewery is not called Super8 Brewery. It's Haacht. It's Haacht. Haacht. Sounds like something my cat would do. But then I'm not from Belgium. I'm from Scotland. So the new. Cheers and beers to my brethren in Scotland. And I bid you farewell with the floaty bits in the bottom of that beer, which I'm not going to drink. Actually, I can see one round that side. You see him floating about in there? Don't know. I can. Cheers and beers, guys. This has been Uncle Jonah. Look, actually, we've got some nice Nice lacing on that glass, which is always a good sign. Belgian beers, whatever format they have, they tend to have really, really nice head formation and yeah, silky smooth. I much prefer Belgium style to, maybe lager, traditional lager and that kind of thing, like German death lager, essentially. The Belgium style is much more refined, much sweeter, less dry, and that banana, I love it. If I'm always on the lookout for someone to tell me how do you get that banana taste into the beer. Now, I've heard that it's raising the temperature a little bit to produce esters, and I've also heard that it's not raising the temperature with some yeast. I guess if I was making it, the one I'd use is uh, the wine Hetsteven beer yeast, which is commercially available to the homebrew market. But yeah, you can get some absolutely lovely flavours. Cheers and beers, guys. We'll see you real soon for more beer drinking and more inane rantings. See you later.